just bounce, and then you guys know what to do. But yeah, we'll go in 4 minutes, and then Phoenix Fire, just Todd. Hello, how are you? Good, good. What's going on? Okay. Okay, well, I'll do a one-off with them because we're going at 9 o'clock right now. All the other networks are here. So I'll just tell them I'll do a one-off with him. Thanks, bye. Bye. Just let me know. Whoever goes live first, we'll just go.
Yeah.
Because we won't have dead air.
Yeah, we can go whenever you're ready. We're just a little under a minute. Is that good? Does that work for you guys too? I should be going.
Hey, you good, brother? So we can do. Phoenix Fire Department Captain Todd Keller, Keller.
All right, so can you go over what happened this evening involving the light rail and the semi?
So around 7:15 tonight, firefighters were dispatched to the area of 18th Street in Washington for the reports of a light rail collision. Crews arrived and found a semi truck involved in an accident with the light rail with heavy flames and smoke coming from both the light rail and the semi truck.
And can you tell us about the condition of the people that were involved and
Yes.
what the next steps were once people got on scene?
So talking to Valley Metro, they said that there was approximately 20 to 25 passengers on board. Firefighters got on scene really quick. We have about, Station A is about a mile away. They were able to evacuate that light rail as simultaneously extending hose lines to extinguish the flames. I can tell you that one person was transported to the hospital. That was the driver of the semi-truck. They were transported in stable condition.
And can you tell us a little bit about what was inside that semi and what we're dealing with in terms of any materials or any risk of anything
Yes,
impeding?
absolutely.
Is that a concern at all?
Yes, absolutely. It's always a concern. We look for placards on these semis to see if there's any hazardous chemicals. I can tell you that there's miscellaneous pool equipment such as pool pumps, filters, heaters. I can tell you that when crews arrived on scene, the overhead catenary system, which is what we kind of describe as like a plug, it was severed. So that de-energized two substations. So I can tell you that 16th Street to 20th Street has been shut down. Continue talking to Valley Metro, is that they were saying that the Jefferson track is going to continue to be open. So one track will be open, but you should expect delays. We are currently working, Metro, Phoenix Fire, and Phoenix PD is working with the Transit Department along with the Streets Department to get everything cleaned up and open. But I can tell you that westbound Washington will be closed for an unknown amount of time.
Is there anything else that people need to know if they're in the area? Obviously, this is a major thoroughfare for people. We are heading into a Monday morning, so what can people expect?
I can tell you right now, like, it is shut down from 16th Street to 20th Street. I don't know how long it's going to be. Obviously, there's a significant amount of damage. You guys have the pictures. You're probably showing them right now that I had sent to you. It was pretty much fully involved semi in the front cab department, but like I said, our firefighters did an absolute fabulous job getting on that light rail and evacuating all those passengers. The semi truck driver was transported to the hospital in stable condition. Go ahead.
And has Phoenix Fire been working with Valley Metro on this to see when this
Yes.
I know this obviously you were just a few hours away from the morning commute.
Yeah.
What that could look like for those riders in the morning?
Yes, absolutely. So that's a great question. So we are working with the Streets Department. We're working with Transit Department, and Phoenix PD is under investigation. So I can tell you that right now all three of these departments, four departments, are working together. They're doing their best to get this open. But right now, from 20th Street to 16th Street is going to be closed. But that south track on Jefferson is open, and it's going to be going both ways. But you should expect delays.
I know that it's under investigation and it's very early in that investigation, but is there any general advice that you could give the Metro continuing to expand? You know, drivers are getting used to it. Is there any advice that you could give for people who are out commuting on these roads with the light rail?
Yes, so I can tell you that obviously we've all seen these light rails. They're very quiet. They have kind of a significant ding to it. So in this situation, I'm not going to speak on what happened between the semi truck and the light rail, but I can tell you that these flames were extending close to 30 feet in the air, and there was a business that was just south of this light rail that these firefighters were able to assign additional engine and prevent those flames from extending to that structure. Go ahead.
You may have already said this, but how long did it take to get this flame under control time-wise?
So listening to the radio report, I would say because there was a significant amount evacuating the passengers while simultaneously we had to shut down the roads, what we call lane supply lines. We had multiple supply lines and hand lines. It was approximately about 20 to 25 minutes before fire control was achieved.
And just for the safety of people who might be out and about,
So, like I was saying before, is that the overhead catenary system was severed, so that did de-energize 2 substations. So there is no power to this light rail going westbound. Again, I'm going to reiterate because I know a lot of people use the light rail, is that Jefferson route heading east is open still both ways. So they're going to activate both the east and westbound, but please expect delays. Yeah, good. Anything else? You good, brother? Yeah, we'll do one off. Yep.
But we can do a hit with everything going on. Yeah, let's go. That works.
All right, I think we're gonna